What's up, everybody? Welcome to Small Cap Recap. It's Trader Bryce. We didn't have a Monday episode because the market was closed on Monday for Juneteenth, but we are back and better than ever. I'm fresh out of the shower, if you can't tell. My hair is all astray and wet and whatnot, but that's okay. As you guys know, I actually said on Twitter I'm taking a break from trading. I did take a trade, 2 trades today. I've just been going through some stuff, and honestly though, like, I'm just kind of ready to, well, I'm not really ready. I shouldn't have traded today, but I did end up about $7,500 today thanks to AERC and RDBX. We'll get into those trades, but in the meantime, let's just dig on in anyways to all the movers. All right, here we go. So we have BHAT today. BHAT was a pretty crazy, it's a weird one. So they released news this morning. Right, I don't even know what the news was this morning, or at least I thought they did. It spiked this morning. Where are we? Okay, terminates its previously proposed shelf takedown offering. So they basically spiked up this morning offering, and then after hours they released that they are no longer doing the offering. Pretty wild. I mean, because it gapped up right from like 60 cents. Gapped up all the way over $1, was trading, back in the 70, 80 cent area, and then just moonshotted up to 185 after hours. That was a pretty wild mover. I'm not like, there's no real way to trade that one, but it was comical to watch. I was actually giving a webinar and someone's like, BHAT, BHAT, and like 4 of them in a row, BHAT, 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 BHAT. I took a look and I was like, what the heck? Let's see here. We have REV today. Didn't really do a whole lot of anything. Just kind of chopped. If we take a look at this daily chart, I am eyeing this bad boy for a first red day. We basically have, this was weird, right? So you had a one big day, a consolidation day, another like the H pattern. So I mean, I'm going to go from here really. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 red or green days in a row. Basically up from $1. You're up at one point up almost 1,000% in 4 days. A really weird mover. It's like this day on the 21st. So yesterday, it's today Wednesday. Yeah, yesterday it did have a really nice intraday move. Today just kind of chopped around. It's been a gapper, right? We gap up here, not much range. Then it had some really nice range on this day 3, and then day 4 just gapped up big time. I am waiting for this to go red before I take a short on it, to be completely honest. And it's probably going to be a tough one to catch a short on. It's going to be, I have a feeling this is going to have a pretty big gap down for its first red day. And then you're going to be forced, I think a lot of people are going to be chasing it. So I could see this being a really tough first red day trade. But it is something I am keeping an eye on. Now let's go to my trades today at AERC here. Let's go to the intraday here. Let's go with a little 1 minute. I got short actually pretty late. I got short on this pop right here. Got short started at 1605, added, and I think I had like a 1540 average by the time I was done adding. Covered down here in the 1350s and 1360s. I think when my worst cover was like 1385. So on this candle right here and then this grind back up I just covered, ended up working out I guess because it spiked back up to like 1550. This is a very interesting chart. The reason being I don't think it re-breaks out or anything, but we had the $16 failure, which is where I re-shorted back into that resistance at 16. And to be honest, yeah, it is still in a range. It's broken out or down out of this range right here, which I was looking for another breakout. So it would really need to reclaim quite a bit. I mean, we're talking this. I think we could have a short-term move up to like 1650 if it would break out of this range. If it gaps down, it's probably just a doozy. In fact, it'll probably be pretty tough to catch. And they did register for an offering. So who knows? Maybe they also put out a news piece like, oh, actually, we're not actually going to do the offering. We're terminating it. And then it rips to 1 million. But like I said, AERC, that was my big win of the day. I took some decent size on it for that multi-day breakdown and just got very fortunate with some good covers. I actually wanted to swing this down to like 8 down here in this support area. But I didn't have a good enough average to do that. So if we can get a pop, maybe up to like 17, then they'll have a better risk at 20. But for now, I'm happy with the day trade, and I'm just not in the mood to be swinging things. This isn't the market where I'm like, oh yeah, let's go all in swing trading. Even to the short side, really. It's just a little bit too sketchy for me still until we see what the overall market wants to do. RDBX, I had a similar thesis on, and it just didn't have as much follow through. I got short here in like the 1080s, then added here, ended up with like a 1060s average, and then ended up covering on this spike right here in like the 1020s. So kind of unfortunate. It did have a little bit more breakdown. This is kind of just holding on, though. I do expect this to have a full-on breakdown at some point soon. But for the time being, I just got a decent little scalp on it today for like $1,000, $1,200. The other, whatever it was, 6,100 was AERC. So I also did try. I lost $200 on it this morning. XXII. I tried it right in this area. I got long at 214 for this break, and then we just failed. So I just cut it like 211 or something like that. Yeah, on this candle right here, I cut. Small loss. It was all good. Didn't have too much size because it's a higher float. It was a very interesting mover. I mean, it was very weird. I was hoping that if we could re-break out of the 230s, we'd have some really interesting movement. Other notable mentions today, we had WKSP, which I kept calling Workspace, but it was actually Worksport. I had Oracle up on this one. We were going through doing a little bit of digging here. This one needed over 247 after that big failure, and we just couldn't get it. It did try right here, and once again, another failure. So, unfortunate. We also had PEV today, which was a very interesting one. So this is an IPO stock with a 650 high. This daily chart is wrong. I apologize on that. And so it ended up breaking at 650 before having a nasty wick back down. I was thinking about getting long in here, but I just didn't really trust it. I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't a stock I trusted just because of how much was already up today, and there was an IPO, and I just kind of am under the assumption that a lot of IPOs are pump and dumps. And I certainly didn't expect it to break back off over this high at, in the 660s. And it did, and it went to 840 and ended up being a really nice trade opportunity, especially I really should have been watching it right in here. But unfortunately, I was out of office at that time, so it had already moved. Like I said, I wasn't even planning on trading today. I just saw AERC and was like, well, this is a really nice multi-day breakdown. We did a decent little recap on it in the Study Trade team and Small Cap Rockets. And I filmed a live trade that's going to be available for Small Cap Rocket in that unorganized DVD series of mine. I did a live trade of this while I was getting into it. If you guys aren't in Small Cap Rockets, you know where the link for the trial is down in the description to join, and you'll get access to all of these unorganized DVDs. It's the Small Cap Rocket unorganized DVD series of just random live trades and random pattern breakdowns and breakouts. Haha, but we don't have the sound effects anymore. I need them back. But anyways, if you guys do want to get my exact thought process on these, I actually even did a live webinar today for Small Cap Rockets in the morning while I was in this trade as well, on top of the live entering of the position. So again, like I said, I'm not trying to promote it too much to you guys, but I think it's super valuable. It's stuff that I genuinely care about, and I do genuinely care about making everyone better traders. And so that's kind of my goal is to, maybe you don't all make $1 billion trading. I certainly haven't, but if I can just help you a little bit become better, 1% better every day, then I'm doing my job and it's making me happy. So that's my little spiel there. That was about it for the market today. It wasn't wildly hot or anything, especially this morning. A lot of failures. We had a couple midday movers like PEV. REV, like I said, I'm watching for that first red day come probably tomorrow or Friday. So that's definitely something I want to keep an eye on. PEV could have a pretty monster day 2 move though, so keep an eye on PEV as well. BHAT, obviously gapping after hours. I could see that one doing something spunkalicious tomorrow morning. That's all I got for today, though, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I forgot to do one this weekend. I had a lot of other stuff going on, and like I said, I'm just not the greatest. I know the smile, it's hidden in the smile, but mentally just not 100% there. So I'm just working on getting through some things personally. So I'm going to try to still get these out as frequently as I can, you know, while I'm in this figuring things out phase in this state. But in the meantime, I will try to get one on the weekend too, and one on Friday. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like the video. Be sure to comment down below, and make sure to subscribe. Again, the link for Small Cap Rockets trial is down in the description below. So hit that if you want to learn my thought process. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you back here on Friday. And until then, trade safe, trade smart, and trade well. Peace.
We hope you guys enjoyed that last video. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of the StocksTrade community. We wouldn't be here without you guys. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but we can't do it without your help. So if you enjoy what we're putting out and want to hear more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.